good now. I really like that. It's a lot better of an opener than good morning or good afternoon, because I don't know where you're located, and I stole it from a YouTuber that I like watching on YouTube of the name Ephemeral Rift. So good now, as he says. Today we're going to be building a entry grade kit. This is the kind of first model I'm gonna do for the my channel. I've built 7 other high grades and 2 super deforms. I know this is not a Gunpla. This is very clearly a Cinderace. So I guess it's PokéPLA, but it's from Bandai, and I've wanted this one for a while. And it's an entry grade. Entry grade anyone can get into. You don't need nippers. You really don't need to sand. And I had a pair of tweezers right here. You really don't need these, but I'm going to use them. Entry grade is, you shouldn't require them at all, and I'll end up probably switching between the 2 of them, using both. But without further ado, we're just gonna crack them open. As you see, I got the little buddy here. My partner gave that to me. I liked it very much. She knows that this is pretty much the only Pokemon that from Gen 8 that I kind of care about. We're gonna treat this video kind of like a really stupid, easy beginner's guide to building plastic models. I'm not a person who is super skilled yet, and there are tons of people that aren't really skilled but want to get into the hobby, but are kind of maybe afraid. And I've built, like I said, 7 of them, 7 high-grade Gunpla and 2 super deformed, and I know what I'm doing when I just put the kits together. I don't really know. I don't have the ability yet, or the money, to burn and try and sand and do my own painting. Maybe one of these days. These right here, these are runners. You're gonna hear people refer to these as runners. This kit seems to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this kit has 4 runners. So I'll just give me a bit. We'll just break open these bad boys. The dogs are barking in the background, and if that comes up, we'll probably speed through this part, and no one will be any wiser. There's a table to my right that I'm using to hold these. A lot of lower grade kits. This is, like I said, an entry grade. This is the lowest grade. This requires literally just the ability to understand picture directions. But entry grade, EGs, HGs, high grades, and I think it's high grade, real grade. High grade, is it high grade? One of them. The more up you get into, well, this bag's kind of gross, so we're gonna just, let's see if I can rip it. There we go, got it. The higher and the grades you get, the more expensive kits get. Usually the less stickers you end up getting, because stickers are costly in time, and it's a lot of skill to get them perfect on the model. And so when you're first starting out, just get the stickers as good as you can. If you have any experience in putting stickers on Legos, it's very similar, just not on a flat piece. As you can see here, the face, he's very rounded. He's very, this would be multiple pieces on a Lego set, but that is just one. So I'm gonna put this over here. And as I was talking about, we have stickers. The eyes, the details on the ears. I think his paw pads, because you can stand him up and he can kick. He comes with his own little simple stand. We'll put these over here for right now, out of frame. Alright. So these are the directions. Pretty obvious. Directions. It lists, we have right here the list of part pieces. We have, or not part pieces, you have the list of how many pieces. I think we have that list. Excuse me, you have it numbers the parts on this piece of paper, and each runner has a different name. So this runner is A1. So this is A1, as you can see here. A1, and it has all these pieces are numbered. Very easy to understand. So let's just pick what we want to do first. Steps are also numbered. So if we look at steps, like this is 14. We have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you're going to build this in a certain order. I think it wants us to build this from top. They usually have you do, yep, they do usually head down. I think gunplas are also the same. So we're going to keep this right here. I wouldn't really use this video as a guide on how to build yours. Like, don't build it with me. You could, totally. It wouldn't. I don't think that would work very well. So let's just get into it. We're building the head first, and so the head's going to require some pieces off B1 and also A. And so, just a real quick, what's it when looking at 1 right here? We're going to grab the piece B1 off runner B1 piece 5 and off runner B1 piece 2, and that's just you're going to read instructions. If you really can't look at these, if you can't look at it and figure out what's going on, you're going to want someone to help you or help you read with you, or you're going to want to come back in a while once you have better understanding of looking at pictures, I guess. It's actually kind of neat that they do pictures like this. It's kind of the same deal with Lego. So Bandai is out of Japan. Bandai does these models, and they make them out of Japan, and they ship them, and you get them from America. And I bought this from a store, you know, not a couple miles from my house, and they have all the instructions are really easy and simple to understand, even though most everything else in this, if they have text, is it'll usually default to Japanese. Now it looks like because Pokemon is such a large product in the entire world, billion-dollar company, they have the 3 most common languages, which I believe is English, Spanish, and it looks like French. Those are usually the 3 most common languages. So let's just start building. Like I said, entry grade, you don't need to use nippers. You can actually just take your nail in between where the runner and the piece goes, and you can just go up, and you can split it. That's why entry grade is so easy. You don't actually need to have any nippers. Now, experienced builders are probably cringing at the fact that I just used my nails to pull that off. But don't worry, this is an entry grade. Entry grades are kind of already built into mine, with they don't need much other detail. They're usually much simpler models or designs of characters that they turn into entry grade. And this is the only Pokemon I actually care about from Gen 8. Bought Sword and Shield, what, 2 years ago? No, last year. Ooh, look at that, just snaps right in. Just snaps right in. Like it should. I bought Sword and Shield 2 years ago. No, not 2 years ago, a year ago, and it's just Pokemon, the quality of Pokemon games. I mean, here's another 20-something-year-old white guy talking about Pokemon on the internet, but the quality of Pokemon games has just went down so much. I see, yes. Boop. Yeah, like a head. It's very neat. Now we have to grab the B2 runner, because now they want the B2 one. We need to pull a piece off this B2-8. And in Pokemon, I feel like the quality has gone downhill, but I feel like also asking people what their favorite generation of Pokemon is always going to be the generation that you grew up with. And I grew up with Pokemon Leaf Green, and so that is my favorite generation of Pokemon. It just slots right in there. Boop. You don't have to put any stickers on. You do need to be careful with these models. Sometimes I'll end up putting a piece on before I put the sticker on, or the opposite way. You just have to be careful sometimes. They sometimes like to trick you. You need to grab the A2 runner, because we need to grab the ears. Like I said, you don't need nippers on an entry grade, but I do like to use nippers occasionally, and usually how I like to use them is you'll take the nipper. So this, what I'm holding is a nipper, a really cheap one. And what you want to do is, you see where the piece connects on the board. So this piece of plastic I'm pointing to connects to the board. And some people think, oh, you want to snip as close as possible to it. I like to snip about, not even half an inch, a couple millimeters away from the piece. So I like to keep a chunk of it off. And I'll show you guys a bit better when I get it off. Like I said, it's entry grade, so they kind of just fall off, and you can use your knife or your nails. But if you see right here, I've kind of just pulled it off. I gave a little bit of space, and so this is what this allows me to do, and I'll do this on other high grades, is I can take my fingers now and I can just twist it off. And if you notice, you might not be able to, which is a good thing. There's not really any, like, there's a small mark there, and if you want to, you can go ahead and sand that. Since I don't really have, I'm afraid of ruining a set and then wasting $20 or $30. I don't usually, and it also depends on where it is. But you can sand off that little nip. But if you do what I did, you can avoid quite large ones that you'll do if you cut it really close, which is a very good way of dealing with such nips. 27 and 28, yep. I didn't really look at the piece number. With entry grade, there's a lot less pieces, and so you can usually just look at the piece and then look at the runner they want you to use it, or they want you to grab from, and then you can go to town. Where does this go? Oh, these go together. Oh, this is like his hair piece. Yeah, Cinderace has got like a little hair wavy in the middle of his face, and so these just snap right together. And see, no glue at all. I mean, not even high grade need that, but they advertise it on these. And then this goes somewhere. It goes right into the back of his head. See, he's kind of coming together. You can't really see it on the camera. I got some nice natural light coming in. He has some indents on these ears right here. I think where stickers are going to go. Big yellow stickers to make the detail on his ear. They use stickers because it's kind of hard with how they print these. It's kind of hard to get a different color already in a color. As you can tell, that's quite impossible. This runner itself already has 3 different colors on it. This runner has 3 different colors on it, with yellow, this burgundy color, and white. And this runner and the other runner are all one color instead. So the way they print it makes it quite difficult to even attempt to do that. And so now we get to add this fun little Empoleon looking crown. But yeah, no, everyone's favorite generation of Pokemon is probably the ones they grew up with, or the one they grew up with. Some kids only grew up with one, because some kids are not like 20-year-old white guys on the internet that grew up with, I just threw that one in the air. They grew up with Pokemon and still play it, and this just kind of slots right in his face. Boop. Alright, now comes the not very fun part. This is the one part I recommend you actually have a tool on, and it's for the stickers. Stickers aren't very fun. I don't like stickers that much. I mean, I like them. They add detail, and they're good. It's like a necessary evil in lower grade kits. It's just the fact of having to put them on. And this is the one part where I recommend you have like a set of tweezers. This came from like a model set I got from my parents like 2 years ago. If you got a sister or a mom that, or like, you know, that does makeup or something, or if you just have generally good hygiene, you might have a pair of like tweezers you use on your face. I'm not sure if you'd want to use those for this, but you can. You can also still do it by hand. but I usually recommend using that because you can sit here and you can bend the sticker you want off, right? Just like that. See, I've kind of like bent it, and then I can grab, this part's coming up if you can't tell. I can get my thing under there and I can grab it. And now I have the sticker. And this goes on his left eye. So I can kind of line it up with the top using the, and then I like to squeeze them together and then use the kind of curved end of it to kind of flatten the sticker. You want to be kind of careful because you can put dents in the sticker depending on where they go. And voila, he's got one eye. He's the demo man from TF2. Well, I don't know if you can see it on the camera actually, but the blue things that make up his eye actually have the detail, I guess, if you were to paint this. If you were to paint this, this has the perfect stuff to paint. Yellow in the ears, and you could paint the eyes yourself. I don't know how nice that would look. I really wouldn't want to do that, especially with an entry grade. It feels like it would take up more time. I guess I am treating this video more like a tutorial on like building a model kit. I'd rather not do that for every video, but I feel like maybe people would like this kind of content. Maybe just to listen and chill out for a bit, you know. But yeah, definitely, Pokemon Gen 8 was not one of my favorite generations of Pokemon. It's a very linear game that felt kind of boring a lot of times. It's not as bad as Gen 7 was in the fact that that game kind of never stopped holding your hand. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is a much tougher sticker to put on because it's long. They want you to put on a long sticker, and those are the devil. I got this one as good as I could. Very good. See, it's coming together. Coming together. You can actually tell it's a Cinderace. The Gen 8 is definitely not one of my favorite generations of Pokemon. Not a generation for me. It had some okay designs in Pokemon. I definitely liked the legendary doggies. I thought they were very cool. Zacian and Zamazenta. Zacian's a lot cooler. In typing and just everything else. That one went a whole lot better. And the starters were pretty okay. I think Cinderace is the best one. But just overall, just a very weird generation. Characters were okay. We have the head now. We have the head. Do 360. Ooh. There's his butt. That's where his neck's gonna go. Put that right there. Now we're on to probably the body. 5, 6. Yeah, not my favorite generation. If I had to say my favorite generation, it's probably Gen 5. Gen 5 is goated. Has some great Pokemon designs. I love a lot of them. Vanillite, Sandile. I just like the Sandile line in general. You know, Krokorok is just a badass Pokemon. Maractus is like my favorite grass type ever. I love Golurk and Hydreigon. Just a great generation overall. B27. Just a really overall great generation of Pokemon. Alright, there we go, got his body. And now we want to put this together. I did not grab the right piece. That's not the right piece. That's like a foot piece. I better remember what piece that was. I needed to grab B7, and I grabbed B10. Yeah, it happens. I grabbed B8. No, hold on. Okay, all I know is I didn't grab the right one. I was supposed to grab this one. This little V thing. It's like his chest piece. Instead, I grabbed this foot-looking one. I'll put it to the side. Sometimes that happens. You just have to be careful. Definitely, I've done that with more complicated high grades, and it's scary because you're like, oh shit, now I'm gonna, excuse me, my mom might watch these videos. You go, oh crap. You gotta watch my mouth in case my mom watches these. I don't think she ever will, but in case she does. I'll just edit that part out. Just speed build. Now I want to grab it. Hee. I need to put a blue sticker on the back though. So we'll do that real quick. This is kind of one of the parts that I forget about a lot. That sometimes you gotta put stickers on in the middle of building. And so this one wants me to put sticker number 9. This big blue bar on his back. Like above his back, like right here. The reason this is a sticker is because it's an all-white piece. Ta-da! It's got a blue back and a blue front. Oh, this is his arm thing. Okay. Well, this is B10, and then we need B9. B29. Which is this one right here. Yeah, with entry grade, you don't have to use these nippers at all. It's been a while since I've built an entry grade. I've built another one. It's a Kirby. I did that one with my partner. That one's super easy. I did that in like an hour. Alright, snap. And then this goes on. Oop, now he's got his little arm thing. And then you repeat with B11 and 12. I hope everyone is... Ugh. And sometimes you throw pieces. And now I don't know where it went. It is in the floor next to my foot, it looks like. Unless that's not. No, that is a piece for my headset. But it is next to my what's it stuff. Ah. Yep, sometimes you throw pieces. Sometimes you gotta be careful with pieces. You don't want to lose them. I've definitely thrown some pieces across a room before and had to spend, you know, a minute or two looking for him. Or you can throw the whole finished piece almost in the floor. Wow, all over the place right now. Beautiful. Now he's got little wings. Oh, and that's the body. Wow, that is a really easy body. And then you just put this like head joint right in there. And now he's got like a movable head. You can kind of move it. What a cool dude. So now we got to do the arms. Do the arms. The arms look like they're in here. A22. And A24. A24 is like a ball joint. So he can move his arms a bit. Okay, definitely don't throw those. That's bad. Bad, bad, bad. And then A23. One thing that makes, now that I'm noticing, one thing that makes entry grades different from high grades is this right here. This arm, this is it. This is the entire movement of it. This arm will be able to swivel at its like swivel point, but it can't do anything else. This arm doesn't have like a wrist joint. There are no hand pieces. That's it. This is the arm. This little movement right here at the top. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, right there. That's it. That's literally all it. Like showing me how to what's it, and then you're gonna stick it. You're gonna put it in the hole you got on the left right here, and it's gonna go right in there, and it should fit nice and snug. And now he has an arm that can go up and down. Like I said, entry grades don't have much movement, so his arm can move up and down. It'll pretty much sit in one pose. And I want you to repeat similar steps for the other arm. But this arm is a one that's already pre-bent. If you can, if you can get it, I do recommend rotating pieces off, because it'll help not have those little nubs on there that look gross and stuff and can ruin your model. Some people really don't like that. I mean, no, I don't think you'd pretty hard pressed to find anyone that likes it, but I guess some people don't mind. Okay, this arm is more sitting on his hip. They're voguing. Not voguing, they're just posing, not voguing. Alright, now we're on to 14. Which looks like we're making the waist and stuff. I hope everyone is doing well right now. At the time of posting this, it's pretty rough in America, I guess. I don't know. It feels rough with like getting a job and trying to make money, and especially for like recent college grads like myself. It feels like the end of the world, and I don't know what to do. Okay, these go on a certain way. Sometimes you have to pay attention, so this one goes like this. There's a phone ringing in the background. I hope you can't hear that, but if you can, well, I guess I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not talking about anything too particularly interesting, but ooh, almost dropped. Okay, there's his little waist. Got his leg joints on and stuff. Oh, I put this on wrong. Sometimes you gotta be careful. So this one, you gotta put this one facing the other way, so these pieces kind of fit snug together. Nothing sticks out. I definitely think my favorite generation of Pokemon is Gen 5. It's definitely the start of like the linear aspect of Pokemon, and the games being more linear, but it never felt like Gen 5 was holding your hand too much as a player. It always felt like Gen 5 was allowing the player to do stuff they wanted at their own pace. I just like it a lot more. Gen 1 probably still beats it out, just in the simple fact that that game is so simple to just reset a save and then just start playing. I recently replayed Sapphire, because that's also a pretty fun one. Definitely a lot of water though. It sucks for me that loves water types. It is a game where water types do not stay winning, because water types are so abundant in that last half of the game that it makes that game painful to replay sometimes, especially if you want to play it with like Blaziken. My god, the latter half of that game with like Blaziken, it just sucks. Especially if you're playing like Emerald. If you're playing Emerald and you have what's it stuff? Definitely feels bad. This one is gonna be a sticker that sucks, but this one's gonna be so bad. It's a big long sticker. It's a long blue strip, and they want you to connect it from one end to the other end. I would almost rather this be two stickers that I could clip on different areas. And I think, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do this with my fingers because it's much easier to get a hold of it. I got it. Okay, and then we're gonna go around his waist with it. And I only screwed that one up a little bit. It's okay, it happens. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this stuff, and I don't claim to be an expert. I'm kind of, you know, making this video to maybe help other people not feel so bad about getting into the hobby. We need P13, which is this one right here. Ah. Man, Pokemon always makes me really sad to think about how great the games were as a kid, and you know, maybe they always sucked. Maybe Pokemon games actually just have always sucked, and I've thought they didn't because nostalgia. I don't know. Sneap, snap right on. Now he has a waist. Yeah, oh, it does move. It has a joint. It moves a bit, not a lot, but a bit. That's more than other entry grades. Looks like we're onto the legs now. Dude's got pretty long legs, so. B217. Right here. Do I need both of them? No. They're both just named 17. I just need one of them now. Oh, yes, yes. The classic, the legs are just doubled. They do that all the time. A lot of suits will just tell you, they'll be like, oh yeah, do the legs twice. Just do the legs twice. And so they'll usually number pieces the same and make them mirrors of each other. So I need to take 15, which doesn't have one at the top. 17, 16 has this one at the top, and it needs to fit in like that. I've been watching a lot of TF2 videos on YouTube, and I think that's kind of, I don't know. TF2 was big was big for me in high school, and it's kind of making a small comeback. Me and my buddy, me and my buddy Scott, we've been playing it a bit. Might make some like just simple gameplay videos on it. I mean, they're not going to be anything too expansive. I might just start posting stuff to my YouTube, just post it, see if it gets any traction. I really like the idea of posting models to YouTube. I think that it would help me help keep me sane while I look for a job, and give me something to do. Hopefully I can carve out a small community of people that look forward to a video being posted. It could be fun. I could also pick up editing skills, which I don't think would be too bad to learn in this day and age. There's definitely going to be maybe some parts of this that are sped up, or maybe in future videos will be sped up. I'd like to do more talkative stuff, but I don't really have much to talk about other than the model itself and stuff pertaining to it. This goes in a certain way, so like this goes in like this. How does that go in there? Make this like piece. And then I need A110. Interesting. Since we're just talking about plastic models and stuff, you know, Gundam comes up. There's this game. The beta was a couple months ago. Gundam Evolution. It's gonna be like a dog has entered my room. Hi, puppy. Yeah, that's her right there. Yeah, you want to say hi to the camera? That usually means that she wants to go outside, which means I'm gonna have to take a small break. Did some off-camera mining. We're still at the same point. So, just taking the legs together. Yep, that was just my dog. One of them came upstairs. She always comes and gets me when she wants to go outside and play. So this goes on a certain way. So there's these bump we have here, and this bump this way, and this bump lines up this way, and it goes right in the bottom. Yeah, you're looking at a lot of bumps and stuff on these, and you're trying to figure out where things go, and it gets kind of annoying. But it's okay, you end up making it through. Dogs are the sweetest ever. They're both German Shepherds. Ziva and Zoe. That was Zoe. She's the one that always comes and gets me. She's a sweetheart, but she is loud. Very loud. Very gets what she wants. I dropped this one on the floor too, because I am in fact a dunce, and now I have to look for it. That's okay, it didn't go that far. Things I need to get but can't because I don't have money right now. A haircut. I feel like everyone needs a haircut every now and then. Which, I mean, that's true. I'm not saying anything wrong. Everyone needs a haircut just because your hair gets too long. And my hair is too long right now for summer. It's very hot. It's very in the way. We have an arm. No, this is an arm. It's a leg. Now we have to attach more things to the leg. These weird yellow tumor growths. Alright, it's been a very slow summer. Not a whole lot going on, it feels. Everyone's doing their own thing. Not a lot of big game releases. It feels like I was excited for Stray. When that came out, it came out. I played Stray. Good game. It's not the greatest game I've ever played. It's definitely a good game. But like it lacks some polish in some areas. Donkey made a good video on that game talking about it. So this goes in a certain way. Interesting. Cool, those little fluff things that go around his middle of his leg. Boop. Now he's got that on. Now we're making the foot. Making his feet. B12 and B13. I'm not seeing a... Oh no, B213 and B214. Okay, there is no... Like, there's not a 12 that's already been used. Fubaraba. Sorry, kind of a slow video. Kind of a slow day, you know, when you think about it. I'm also, I guess, committing a small sin. I'm just doing both the feet at the same time. They both get made the same way. They both use the same pieces. They are just mirrored. And really not even that. Both the feet, I think, are built exactly the same way. So I'm just going to build both the feet at the same time. Because I'm r/devious. Can't control me. Put his little feetsies on there. Okay, we'll set one aside though for right now because don't want to lose it. There's nothing stopping you from doing this. I just, you know, don't lose the piece because then your Cinderace is only gonna have one foot. How's he gonna kick? How's he gonna use his signature move Pyro Ball if doesn't have a foot? You know, you just neutered him. Yeah, the feet are built exactly the same way, and they look exactly the same. So his foot can move kind of to the side. Isn't that funny? I don't think it's supposed to do that. Sorry, I'm bending the foot and trying to figure out how you actually have this on there. The way I had it, it was bending at the side, not very bueno. You run into these small little issues sometimes when you're going almost too fast, and that's, you just gotta be careful. It's not the end of the world, you just need to make sure you rectify it before you put the whole thing together, and you go, oh crap, I put that one backwards, and now it's not gonna look right. First ever model I ever built, I accidentally snipped the little top part of the kind of, Zaku's have this kind of antenna type thing, this kind of wing at the top of their head sometimes, and it's Char Aznavour's Zaku 2, and I accidentally just clipped the smallest bit of the top wing off, his little top headpiece off, when I was doing it. Kind of makes me laugh now, but it does suck. I was a little upset. I was like, oh dang. But it happens, these things, it's not the end of the world to me. It still looks good, I still like it, and I still display it on my little shelf, which I might do a video on in the future, just like a quick, here's my shelf. I call things shelf-worthy in my house. If I get like a model, it has to be shelf-worthy. It has to be worthy to sit on the shelf, which sits right there. You can't see it, it's off to my right. But if something is shelf-worthy, it is allowed to be displayed on the shelf. There's a variety of different quality of items that are shelf-worthy. I have some Hot Wheels cars I think are pretty cool. I once walked into their Target and there was a Hot Wheels car of Reptar from the Rugrats, and that was the hottest thing. That was the coolest thing ever, and I was like, okay, I need that, and I got it. I didn't think twice about getting it. I bought it pretty quickly. Okay, the way this goes on confuses me again. You do it like this. And then I need to put this thing into a 111. I know I'm gonna have like 5 fans on this video, and they're gonna be like the 5 people I went to college with. And even then, they're probably only gonna watch like a little bit of this video, not even a lot of it. Maybe the legendary 6th fan is my mom. I think everyone's mom should be there, should watch their YouTube channel and stuff. That's just how that stuff kind of goes. I put this on the wrong way. It's okay, it happens. Just turn it around. Boop. Sometimes these pieces are a pain to get off the ground, or to just get off in general. Like they're just awful. Like, oh crap, I've snapped them together, and now I have to spend like an hour and a half trying to unsnap them. Yeah, that's terrible. I did that on a 1 or 2 suits, and I think I did that on my RX-78 too, and I do this a lot slower now. I already, as a matter of fact, I just pulled a sticker off before I even got the piece off. See, I'm putting the cart in front of the horse. Entry grades they're just really easy. They're just kind of stupid easy. They're a good starting point. They give you good basics. They give you a good idea of the fundamentals of taking apart these and putting them together. And they're usually a lot cheaper than high grades. Not by that much. I paid about $20 for this one, which is a little bit over what an entry grade should be, but also I got it from like a local game store, so I got it from a hobby shop, so that's why it's a little bit more expensive. They're usually more expensive at like hobby shops and stuff. Now I have to do the other little cloud-like thing, and he's almost done. Then you make this little pyro ball, and then that's it. That'll be the model. And I'll have a little showcase of them. I'll do a Windows Movie Maker showcase, slideshow showcase. Show off my editing skills, my cool editing skills. Like, every YouTuber's got to start somewhere. And I didn't say I was doing this, entirely to be like super serious. Sometimes you just need a hobby. Sometimes you just want to show the hobby off with the world. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the way these go on is front to back. I don't know why that one went on back to front. I don't know. I'm just goofy, that's all. I actually cannot get this one. I'm an embarrassment to the modeling community. Am I missing a piece? I just threw that behind. Okay, that one goes on. Why the heck can I not get this one on then? Oh my god, because I'm putting it on upside down. Oh my lord, I was putting it on upside down the entire time. That's funny. And I already built the foot from the last one, so I can just go boop. Foot. I didn't put his legs on his body so he looks normal again. So he looks normal again. I mean, did at one point he ever look normal? He still needs a little bunny tail though. Decent amount of posability for an entry grade suit, an entry grade model. You don't have the greatest movement in the world, but I mean he has movable feet and knees, which make a lot of sense for him. He is the soccer Pokemon, so you kind of need to use that in here. And you can even stick these so far up to where you can kind of make them somewhat seamless with that. They're not really, but kind of. You know, it kind of works. He can stand now, though. You know, he can stand on his own. The last two pieces are his tail, and then the base it comes with. This is the base. Kind of neat that this one comes with a base, because it actually lets you pose him kicking his signature move, Pyro Ball, which I think is pretty neat. Not a lot of suits, not any that I actually know of, come with their own stand. They'll usually show pictures of it using the stand, like you can pose it in like flying poses, and they're like, yeah, look at this pose you can do, and they go, the stand's not included. And it's like, yeah, I know. And then the stand will be just as expensive, and I just don't want to buy a stand. I just like posing them grounded. I think that's better. His little bunny tail. His little bunny tail. He's completed. And then you can knock him over. You can hook one of his feet. His feet go into this, and this is, you can hook a foot into this, and what this does is it lets him, it actually poses him in a way where you can actually make him look like he's kicking. So I'll put him on his side for you all to see. Like I said, you're gonna get some sick action poses. Oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to whip out the dancing squirrel meme for your Rocket League shot, if you all remember that one. If you're watching this any later down the line than 2022, good luck. You might not know what I'm talking about. This ball is pretty straightforward. I don't really even need the directions. All of them, it's like 4 pieces and they all go together. It's Pyro Ball. And you can pose him with the others. I guess I need to put the stickers on his feet. It's okay, I'll do that in a second. Boop. There's Pyro Ball, and you can look like he's getting ready to kick it. You can actually pose his leg out to where he's actively kicking it. Pow. Makes him look like he's kicking it. Kick the shit out of it. Kick the crap out of that pebble. Yeah, and if you've played the game, you know that he kicks like a little, kicks up a pebble, and then he like turns it into a flaming ball. I don't know, it's kind of neat. These stickers are going to be a pain. They're really tiny. I don't know if you can see them that well. They're these really tiny stickers right here. Will the camera even focus on them? Probably not. It's more focused on Sailor Moon characters on my shirt. There's these small little, it's the toe beans. It's the toe beans. So, I mean, they just are going to be these small, annoying stickers that you're going to want to put on the bottom of his feet, because they make his feet look somewhat normal. If not, you just have these like blue feet. He doesn't wear shoes. He's a shoeless creature. Could you imagine a Pokemon that wore shoes? That'd be kind of funny. Alright, on the next episode of whatever I do, we're going to talk about Pokemon that wear shoes. Yeah. Pokemon who I think would wear shoes. Like who could wear shoes, and then who could wear them the best. Non-Anthro Pokemon edition. My guess is Magnemite. I think like 3 Magnemite, if they weren't like a Magneton, right, could come together and do a really good like 3 dudes in a trench coat type joke. That'd be kind of a funny joke, actually. These stickers suck. These are these little tiny stickers, and I just got it stuck on the wrong place on it. That's what I'm talking about. These stickers, they're pain, necessary evil. But I got it. And you can just flat them down with the flat end of the, what's it? Just like that. Flat. You have 1 foot back on. I gotta get these other 2 small little stickers. I'm gonna use the tweezers. You know who'd wear shoes really well? Seviper. That's a Pokemon that could wear shoes really well. They'd wear shoes the best, probably. Pokemon that probably doesn't even need shoes. If we're talking about Anther Pokemon that would wear shoes well, I think Golisopod would look great with shoes, though. Alright. And that's that. We have completed an entry grade suit in like 45 minutes-ish. These are fun little builds that don't require much experience at all. They're good starting points, definitely good starting off points. That don't require much investment, you know, just buy the suit, go to town. I want to thank you if you made it all the way to the end of this short little crappy video. I'm really just looking for a place to share my hobby with other people that are either already in the hobby or are looking to get into the hobby. And I really want to bring more attention to the plastic model, kind of like Gunpla community. I think it'd be really neat. If you have any suggestions or whatnot, I'd love to hear them in the comments, any types of videos. I mean, I'm just really particularly open, like I said. But I'll let you guys get to some of the action shots that I'm gonna take, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.